I just finished walking the Spires at Berry College project in Rome, Georgia, which is my hometown, and I'm headed back to the bike. Looking forward to getting in a cool breeze because it's warm today. But I've got some drone footage of the site I'm going to hope to post here and give you a view of this senior living community in Rome, Georgia. And some of my vlogs. But anyway, I hope you enjoy a few shots of this job site, and then I'm going to give you a little tour of my hometown, Rome, Georgia, and then it's back to Atlanta. Alrighty, I'm back on the bike and ready to leave this construction site, and it's gotten hot today. Some clouds have moved in, the humidity's picking up, and I just decided to leave my high visibility construction vest on and go short sleeves here for a little while. Cool off once I get in the breeze. Let's leave this construction site and get on to a little tour of Rome, Georgia. Let's head out. Kind of taking it easy here, leaving this construction site. It's all paved up here to the contractor's trailer, but lots of gravel. Got to be careful. Okay, so this project that I just left is called the Spires at Berry College. Hope you enjoyed the drone footage there of the project. It's a very nice deal. Very big job for my little hometown of Rome, Georgia. This is US Highway 27, which goes through Rome, goes past Berry College. Used to be one of the main north-south routes from this part of the country down towards the Gulf Coast. And a lot of people, when they go on down to Panama City and where I'm headed later this week, they take this road. It leaves Rome, it goes on through Cedartown and then on down into southwest Georgia, then over into Alabama and down to the Gulf Coast. One of the things that defines Rome is the rivers. We have two rivers that converge in downtown Rome, the Etowah and the Oostenaula, and they form the Coosa River, which flows on down to the Gulf of Mexico. And right here to my right is the levee that they built back in the earlier part of the 20th century to control the flooding here in the downtown part of Rome. They had tremendous bad floods here, and they built this system of levees, and it's pretty much cured that. Getting ready to go over a bridge here and going into downtown. This is a bridge over the Oostenaula River, and it joins with the Etowah River right there. And then forms the Coosa River. So this is a downtown part of Rome. It's hadn't changed a lot over the years. You see these old brick buildings. This part of town here is referred to as the cotton block, because back in the day a lot of cotton trade happened around here, and they loaded onto the barges on the river boats. There's some nice old architecture still here. Old homes. I'll run through a few of these old neighborhoods. This is an area of town with some old homes, and the architecture is kind of nice. Just some tree-lined streets. Some of these homes are in somewhat of a disrepair, and some of them have been renovated. Just kind of depends on where you're at. Okay, I'm turning on Broad Street, which is the main drag right through downtown Rome. And again, other than the roads being paved, it hasn't changed much in a couple hundred years. All these old buildings have been preserved. They've landscaped the medians. Done some other renovation work down here. Looks like they're doing some renovation work to that old building. But this is right along the river, and the levee's just over on the other side, over there on the left. And like I said, they used to flood all the time, but Partridge Restaurant, that's been there for probably 60 years. It was always a big deal when I was a little kid, going back to school clothes and shoe shopping along Broad Street here. It was always an adventure to come here with my mom and get to go in all these stores. The old DeSoto Theater used to be a movie theater when I was growing up. City Auditorium. And that's really about it for downtown. Just a nice little small southern town. It's a good place to grow up. I'm headed out of Rome now on Georgia Highway 53, headed towards Calhoun, Georgia. I actually went to high school in Shannon, Georgia, which is a little village just north of Rome. That was where the Burlington Industries, Klopman Mills, had a big cotton mill. And back in the day, these cotton mills would build a mill and a plant and a village of homes around the plant to rent to the workers, and it became a little city unto itself. And the high school I went to was located in this little village. High school since has moved. Cotton mill is shut down, but I'll give you a quick tour of an old Georgia cotton mill village. It's a piece of history that I remember, but you won't see anymore. Here's the new high school, Model High School in Shannon, Georgia. That's a pretty nice school. A lot nicer than the one I went to, which you're going to see in a few minutes. Alright, we're turning on the road to the cotton mill, and as you can see, there's my old high school, and that used to be a football field right there. I would say that's seen its better days, wouldn't you? You know, it's kind of weird to ride around here like this and see this. I mean, this was my old high school, and it is needs to be torn down. Is what it needs to be. This used to be the football practice field. We'd run down this road here out to practice football. And there you have it. The main entrance to my old high school. I would say that's condemned. It's actually kind of sad to see. I had a lot of good memories of going to school there in the 70s. But it has seen its better days. Alright, the last stop on this tour of Rome, Georgia, and the history of the Georgia Rambling Man's upbringing will be the old Klopman Mills cotton mill in the central part of Shannon, Georgia, which I'm sure is in about the same condition as that old high school was. Oh, here comes a train. There's the old McGowan Jones Pharmacy. I guess it's still there. But that's located right next to the old mill. As you hear the train, just barely beat. But this fenced off area, you went to work and they locked the gates behind you because I don't think they wanted you to leave. But that's it. It's all boarded up. It's not in use anymore. Parking lots are overgrown. And that's the old cotton mill I worked at. And you can see the village, they had all these little homes, little modest homes that the mill workers would rent from the company. I'm sure when the company closed, I don't know what they did with the homes, but obviously people are still living there. Again, kind of sad, but that was a tough place to work. If you've ever been in a cotton mill, but it's hot, it's noisy, and it is factory work at its toughest. My job title was yarn dumper. I took yarn out of these ovens, put them into these machines and spun it onto bobbins. And I did that for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and 12 hours a day. A lot of days. But you know what? It gave me an appreciation for hard work. It gave me motivation to go to college. And, you know, I'm a better person for having done it. So that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed seeing the project I'm working on here in Rome, the spires of Erie College, and the drone footage. A little bit of a tour of downtown Rome. And Shannon, Georgia, where I went to high school and worked. Hope everybody has a great week. This is Georgia Rambling Man, rambling north out of Rome, Georgia. Everybody have a great week. So long, everybody.